You know, the more and more I read about this United Kingdom XL bully ban, the more it's sort of is starting to seem kind of like a money grab. You know, namely, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to get into this XL bully ban right now. Talk about some of the facts, talk about some of my personal opinion, talk about my experience. I've been in this dog game for coming up on 10 years now, and I'm a bully guy. I'm a pit bull guy. I'm a bully breed guy. It's just what I'm drawn to. Everybody has their thing, right? It's been bully breeds. That's Rosie right there. She's actually sleeping right next to me right now. And so, you know, this hits home a little bit for me personally. So I wanted to make this video just to educate anybody that hasn't really kind of peeled back any of the layers to this thing, because all day that's basically what I've been doing. I've got a fair few dog trainer friends, like people that I call friends, that live in the United Kingdom that have bully breeds, specifically, you know, XL bullies, and that's something that we're going to get into because, you know, I'm just going through my comment section, and I have a lot of followers from the United Kingdom, and I'm reading things like just absolutely just baffling facts about these limitations and these restrictions that they're implementing, all of which, you know, they're going to let you have them, but you got to jump through 5,000 hoops just to keep them. And one of the things I was talking to my friend about today, how scary it is that, okay, yeah, you could keep them. They got to be muzzled, and they got to be altered. They got to be desexed. They got to be this. You have to register them. You have to pay for this. You have to pay for that. But in my mind, if you register them, you're basically telling the government, the same people that would like to eradicate the breed in its entirety, and not specifically XL American bullies, because what they've done is they've put this broad spectrum. So it's not actually it's not the pedigree. It's not the one specific pedigree. And I'll read a comment on my Instagram page that helps it be a little bit more clear in what I'm talking about. If you have anything that remotely resembles an XL bully, I guess I didn't have to read it because I remember it from it doesn't even have to be an XL bully for you to be the type of person, to be the type of dog owner that has to go through all these, you know, all these ridiculous, like unjust and unfair things. And it's like, if you were to break down the amount of people that find this to be unfair and absolutely ridiculous and would not be in favor of this, it would outweigh the amount of people that want this. Like, there are so many occurrences, there are so many dog bites, there are so many attacks that happen on a daily basis that do not involve any pit bull dogs or any bully dogs. There's In the dog world, if you say pit bull, real dog people are going to assume that you are referring to an American pit bull terrier. Real quick, I'll just break down the difference between the two. The American pit bull terrier is not going to weigh any more than 50 to 60 pounds. Okay, so when you see one of these big old blockheads that weighs 80, 90, 100, 110, those are bullies. Thick sausages. Not so much that sausage is a bad descriptive word. I mean, you're talking like cock diesel, like buff motherfuckers. Like, that's a bully. So there's a distinct difference in multiple aspects. Bullies, XL bullies, they tend to be a little bit more strong-willed, a little more stubborn. Not to say that American Pit Bull Terriers don't have those characteristics, but there's levels to this. The American Pit Bull Terrier has a tendency of being a little bit more prey-driven. The XL bullies have the tendency of having like really lovely temperaments. Very trusted around children, even though we're always going to be talking about boundaries and stuff like that around kids with any dog. But it's just like, it just seems unfair. You know, it seems really unfair. And when you look at this crap, like, what's this one say? Oh, they're incentivizing anybody that owns an XL bully or anything that looks like it, because they're the ones that are going to be deeming what's what. It's like, dude, you're going to put this in the hands of people who don't even know what they're talking about. You can't tell me what my dog is. Like, what are you even on about? Like, incentivizing them to bring them in to be put to sleep. You get 200 pounds to do that. That's fucking wild, yo. That's crazy. And from what I understand, that's actually happening. People are actually doing that. They are making people's lives, they are messing with people's lives. You know, people don't want to deal with all this crap. I heard from a man on the ground in the United Kingdom, my buddy Connor, you could check out his page, Canine Connor Dog Training, told me today that it is £1,000 to get your dog desexed. That's expensive here in the States, but not like that. That's more than double what it costs here. People aren't going to be willing to pay that. People probably can't pay that. So this fake outrage, it's fake outrage. And it's like, it would have come from an extremely small group of people. The government is supposed to be there to work for you and to serve you. And I think in the eyes of many, they're doing the exact opposite here. Because we consider these dogs to be family. And you are truly ruining lives. You're not only ruining the lives of the dogs, but you're like somebody that ends up feeling powerless as a result of these bans. You're going to like traumatize them. If you come and try to seize their dog because they weren't registered or because they weren't, you know, fixed or muzzled, you're going to make a dog that doesn't need to be muzzled all the time in public just because they're a fucking bully. That's crazy talk to me, dude. That's crazy talk to me. And the idea of somebody coming to your property to take your dog, mates, I'm here to tell you, it would not matter who it was. They could be armed to the gills. You're not taking my dog, homie. You're taking me too, then. This is my fucking girl, dude. You're not taking her. And I'm going down swinging, dude, so you better be prepared. You better be prepared. That's why I don't understand people that have a problem with being defiant against the government. The government will take as much power and use it against you as you're willing to give them. It's like the only people that are okay with government control are people that are reliant on the government. Fuck that shit, dude. Hell no. What else? Let me just scroll here. A lot of people talking shit on the UK. The UK is an amazing place. It's not the United Kingdom. It's the government and the people in power that are supposed to be, you know, people that are supposed to be looking after, you know? This is bullcrap. How ignorant. Thank you. People are happy that I'm spreading awareness. That's why I'm making this video right now. I mean, what can we really do? You know, what can you really do? It's like, hands are tied here. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments section. Or you could just off them and be compensated 200 quid. The stupid thing is the type. They're saying type, which is, they're saying xlbullies just about covers most medium and large breeds of any dog. Oh, look, a German Shepherd. Nope, that's a bully. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'd gladly take a bully from anyone who needs to give it to a proper working home. Okay. I wouldn't even register them. I would just keep the dog under wraps, like straight up. Like, I wouldn't even I would not let these people know I had one. Someone's going to have to tell on me or something. You know what I mean? I'd have to move. I would move. How is this even a thing? This is true, and it's impacting so many lives negatively. The amount of innocent... And these are all people from the United Kingdom. I have like a pretty large following from the UK because my buddy Adam at Southend Dog Training gave me a shout out a couple of times, and so tons of people from the UK follow my page. So this is coming straight from people on the ground in the United Kingdom. Like all these comments on my Instagram page here. The government banned them and is asking people to put down their beloved dog, and they will be compensated for it. It's absolutely disgusting. BSL, breed-specific legislation. You know, people will talk about it was the Doberman that used to get discriminated, then it was the Shepherd, then it was the Rottweiler, and now it's the Pit Bull, and now it's the Bully. They're just going down the list, dude. It's just ridiculous. Like Spider-Man said, though, man, with great power comes great responsibility. And I've been saying this shit forever. People want to get on the internet and advocate for their dogs by dressing them up in outfits and putting them all up in their baby's face and shit to prove temperament. The best way and the only way for me to really truly advocate for these dogs is to have them well trained. That is the best way. It's irrefutable. Nobody will ever change my mind no matter how many babies you shove in the... That great. The dog has a great temperament. Sweet. But there's no need to unnecessarily put that dog under that sort of social pressure just to prove a point. The best way to prove a point is to prove how well trained you could have that animal. That's the best way we could be good examples for the people that are like on the fence about these dogs being legal. I can't even believe this is a conversation. It's absolutely mind-blowing. You know what I mean? Spot on. I hate this country. People in their own country are saying they hate this country as a result of this stuff. This is like a couple days old. I'm late to making this video, by the way. And I'm sorry for the little breaks in between, but from using bullies as military mascots to banning them, got it. I guess that was a thing. You could still keep them, but have to register them. If an owner gets their dog put down, 200 quid for putting them down. Wow. From what I understand, they're incentivizing, a lot of incentivizing. No way. I didn't want to visit there anyway, but pedophiles can run free. Wow. That's a great point. We also found another way to take your money and just to keep you distracted from the real issue at hand within the country. Oh, and we'll give you some pennies if you off your dog voluntarily. Wow. We'll call it compensation to make it sound better. There's also compensation. That's another one. Will be a crime to be unleashed. You can never have the dog off leash. Has a muzzle in public. You can't breed them, you can't buy them, you can't sell them. They're trying to eradicate them so that they don't exist in the country anymore. I mean, what else can I really say about this topic? It's a sad deal. These dogs can be some of the best dogs. Some of it is a genetic disposition where the dogs are... That's a 1 to 3%er though. You got 3% of all the dogs in existence that are genetically tweaked to where they can't be helped and they're just going to fuck everything up in sight. The rest of the dogs may be mismanaged or may not be the most well-behaved, and as a result they're lashing out, but that could be helped with training. Most of these dogs could be helped with training, but here's the thing. How do we regulate this? What would be a better plan for the government of the United Kingdom if we were to come to them and be like, yo, this is ridiculous, it's unfair, this ain't right, like, let's not do this because you're ruining everything. They're going to be like, okay, well, what's an alternative plan? Okay, well, I could make a suggestion. Why don't we make a prerequisite and incorporate, a license to have a dog? You have to go through training. You have to have a knowledge of dog. You have to, because anytime there's ever an incident with any dog, period, it's an irresponsibility from an owner. It's from a person, from a human. It could have been prevented. Every time it could have been prevented. Even with the 3%ers. Just got to be more careful with those dogs. I don't know. If you guys got any ideas or anything else to add in the comments, all I know is my heart goes out to them. If this was something I had to deal with, I would certainly deal with it in my own way. I don't know that I would turn myself in the sense I would go register them to let them know you have one. That's almost like telling on yourself. You know what I mean? BSL's garbage. It doesn't work. It's unfair. Anybody with 2 brain cells to rub together in this dog game will tell you the same exact thing. They're not doing anything but ruining it. They're not fixing anything. It's a money grab. It's a political money grab. And at the end of the day, it's just another bit of proof that the government doesn't give a fuck about you. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Toodle pip. I'll see you later.